just so we're clear, it was Christ's love, but God's grace. So God's grace through Christ's love, because this is already supposed to happen, and Christ came down to make amends for all the sin that we had, so we can have a connection with God again through Christ's love for us, which meant to turn away from sin. So it's nothing that, like, the scripture was like, I was the least of all the saints, correct? Nobody. So this is why you can relate, because like we're you can relate because yeah, so like I was nobody, but what I'm thinking of is the demonstration that Charlie was showing was that he separated their identity from, like, he was telling them, he was separating their identity from sin and saying that he would love them. So the VP trying to prove a point that, oh, okay, if you say that if you view life as valuable, then this, like, that wasn't, like, Charlie was already doing that. That's what I'm saying, like, it was all jealousy, and now he's trying to bring it around like, oh, I'm trying to show you guys something, when in fact it's that you know that that Joe wants to try and debunk God. Like, he wants to try and debunk these efforts. So they had a plan to do this. So no, you don't. So yeah, you get, God is just. God is just. He's not only love. Like, they keep saying love because they're trying to say that God's love for you, but this action does not require those Bible verses. This is because those Bible verses were already being spoken throughout what Charlie was displaying. So this new revelation that you can go to the Word yourself and get a revelation through faith of God, because He's measured everybody has a decision. If you grew up with an ample amount of siblings, the government allowed for excess of food stamps and all of the sorts. But now that we have this knowledge of budgeting and personal accountability, then you have to move forward and counsel people in that. So everyone, that's why it says the understanding, like, through Christ's love. If you decide to invite Him into your heart, like they were saying, like the kids were saying on the CVA. You invite him into your heart. You seek him, and then he's gonna encounter you. Though through the apostles and the prophets, the mysteries of God has been revealed, and it was been held back for the intent and purpose. So the excuseless faith is what is needed. We've overstood where everyone was coming from. Which is why, now that you have the knowledge, it's on you. You do have guidance. You do have people out there. Especially if you join a trade. You're going to have plenty of guidance. There's men all around. Now, what man has been falling victim to is this respect thing, which is, because I could just say that I have respect for you and not have respect for you. Like, so it's like, it's not about what people say, it's about what you do. It's about what you do. So I'm showing you my like, come on. I got respect for myself, and I won't be bullied out of my name. And that's what everybody's been, like, that's what the black community has been suffering from, is getting bullied by these people that be all about faith or all about respect. And it's like, that's not about to happen to me, bro. It's not. So and then it's like, everybody was trying to share it, but then y'all did that because you wanted to show that you wanted to belittle the farmers and the tradesmen. Y'all's been doing it. It's your whole culture, Hollywood, whole culture, the elites' whole culture is to belittle people. And now that the tables have turned, you want to come around and preach the love, when it's like I said, we gonna show love, but this is for them. It's gonna help you. So it's all for America, but it's for them because they've been putting in the years of 20, 40, 50, 60 years in public service, actually helping people, when y'all just been talking like y'all. It's like it don't compare. Individually, they've impacted America for the better, and it's been a lot of men that have done tasks that y'all didn't want to do. The dirty jobs that y'all didn't want to do. So it's like, I don't know why y'all so adamant about getting your point across. We understand. But we're working on it. Expediently too, because we passing the bill. He's speedily and abundantly. And abundantly. Like, there's no cap. So, yeah. So, for the VP to be like the impatience, like the workers, America workers, like they've developed the patience. It's y'all that need to get y'all patience. Like they about to reap what they've been sowing for so many years, thanks to Trump. Cause y'all was pushing for AI this whole time. Cause y'all wanted the ease of life. When the farmers just or the farmers and the tradesmen just wanted a fair shot, and they about to get their fair shot. So you still motivating them to go to colleges and stuff, and it's not helpful. It's not helpful. Y'all got debt and stuff. Like we're trying to get them active, get their muscles going, keep them active, and then later on they go help you with your science projects. But for the next 10 years, we need a intensive commitment to building and repairing America, and preserving what we have here. So that common sense is more common. Capiche? What in the world? Just never mind that. But yeah. So just so we're clarity. You act like nobody ain't in love. That's because what was in your heart. Now you seeing that was in what now we seeing everybody seeing what's in your heart. You had a disdain for your people. They have the might of the spirit, the strength of the spirit of Christ. They do have guidance. They just gotta look at how it's done and stop following words and read your word. Because I can't tell you how many times, like, look, when I was on my job site, the concrete job site, the the bro was working on a trolley, and he was trolleying. And then he was like, "You want to try?" And I was like, "Of course. I be trying everything because I actually be wanting to get things done." So on the trolley, he on it, and he go hand it off to me, but he go dial it up, and then give it to me, and then make it so I can't control it because he raised it up, and don't think that I know that, and just to say, cause he a millennial, just to say, "Oh, don't just grab it away from me like that," and it's like everybody be knowing like what people be doing to humble people. Like I've been in the field for a while, and of course a lot of every time, so many times. That's how I know. So many times people are trying to do something wrong just for you to just so they can belittle you. And so that's why you gotta be. Sometimes I just be quiet because I'm knowing that you trying to set me up. I be knowing the setup. I know a setup. I know a setup. I would go into these houses and not touch a thing when building, not touch a thing until asked. And once I'm asked, okay, how you do that? I'm from the Show Me tribe. So you show me how to do it, I look, and I pay attention to how you telling me to do it and how you doing it. So you would tell me some way, and then I'd be like, but once you do it, I seen you did it some type of way, the technique. I'm like, okay, that's how you do it. So you gotta pay attention and see how people do it. All that listen. Nah, I ain't trying to hear none of that. What you doing? How you do it? And I'm not asking how you do it. Show me how you do it. I'm from the Show Me tribe. Once you get into these fields, because men always want an ego boost. That's what I'm trying to change. To just, bro, not every kid is gonna be this that's what I'm saying. Gen Z, we're not but then again, it's like y'all didn't taught Gen Z all this. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So you see how in the book it said everybody calls God Father, right? Now why in the Catholic Mass you calling them Father? So they've been playing on this ego play, this power grab this whole time. That's why when girls back then was like, I was like 18, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I used to be like, it's weird that you calling him daddy. Like, don't call me daddy. But I see this the perversion that has creeped in, and how it's a power play. That's why in the Catholic Mass, like, you calling them Father. So they've been playing on this whole time, Father. That's in the book. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's why y'all be having so much respect for the. Y'all be trying to have respect for the Catholics. The Catholics. When now I see why they've been dealing with pedophilia, because they've been having an ego play. They've been reading the book, and that joint went to their head. That joint went to their head. And then they got perverted. What was I saying before that, though? I don't know. Yeah, that's why I ain't going to college. I ain't about to call you father. I got a dad. And that's what y'all been playing. Y'all been playing on the people that don't got a dad. And that's what they said in the, um, and that's what they said in The Sopranos, where spiritually, y'all been playing on spiritually thirsty women, and that's what you doing right now, bro. That's what you doing right now. You doing that exact thing. That's crazy. And then you want to say that we trying to do that, and it's like, nah, bro, you doing that. You doing that. That's wild. Don't do that. So yeah, like that's better when you say when you say the slang, you gotta say it. Like you gotta feel it. Or not the slang, but the lingo. The lingo. Y'all. All that listen stuff. That's why I don't listen. Listen for what? You talking too much. You mansplaining. You said a whole lot of nothing. That's why we direct, we get to the point. Y'all heard? Y'all. You talking about no patience, and y'all don't want to be saying a whole rack of everything but what y'all need to say. That's why it be like this, because you don't be saying nothing. You don't be saying nothing. Like, I already know, I'll figure it out. At this point, you taking out, like, yo, what? You just, what? Said a whole bunch of words. And this really coming from Snoop. You cold, but you really need to get rid of this dude. That's why I seen in the beginning of the year, the VP was like, this is gonna be a long effort. He was sitting down in some interview, and then he looked like he was like hinting to the Democrats or something. I be paying attention. I be looking. So look for the signs.